What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comments section. On a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about Julio Urías, and should the Dodgers look to add another starting pitcher before the July 30th deadline? Let me know down below in the comments section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So the Dodgers lose again last night to the Padres. They're now 44-29, 3 games back in the NL West, and just a game and a half up on the Padres. Now, in last night's game, the offense was asleep again. They scored 2 runs late thanks to an Austin Barnes home run and a Justin Turner single, but the offense continues to struggle against San Diego. This year, LA's hitting just 195 against the Friars, and so far this series, they've gone 11 for 65 with 25 strikeouts in 2 games. It's a 169 average, and that's just not going to get it done. Clayton Kershaw, gutsy performance, gave up 2 home runs, another home run to a lefty, the 2-run shot by Cronenworth, and then later a solo shot by Ha-Seong Kim in the bottom of the 5th inning. But these pitching performances aren't going to mean very much if this offense can't manufacture runs and start doing so earlier in games. You can't come up late and try to make things interesting. You got to get things done earlier in the game to try to get these wins in. It's really disappointing. This Dodger team needs to step up at this point. And today, Cody Bellinger will be back in that Dodgers lineup starting in center field after a short stint on the IL. And the reality is this is just 2 games out of a 162-game season, and they're still in the mix for best record in baseball. But if they don't start playing well and start consistently hitting against the better teams in baseball, they're going to have a real problem. And look, this was supposed to be the best matchup in Major League Baseball. You had people comparing it to the 2003-2004 Yankees-Red Sox series. Well, so far the Dodgers, they haven't delivered on their promise. They haven't held up to their end of the bargain. And yes, we can make fun of the fact that they're little brother and that they haven't won anything and that they throw parades after every regular season win. But the reality is that team believes it can beat the Dodgers, and the Dodgers can't use injuries as an excuse. Whoever's in that lineup needs to find a way to produce. They need to have a next man up mentality and play with some more fire and show the Friars that this is still the Dodgers division. And look, they could easily have gone 1-9 against the Padres this season. They could have lost that Friday extra innings game, the first matchup of the year. They could have lost the game where Mookie had the miraculous catch. So I'm ready to see the Dodgers start to play better against the upper echelon teams in Major League Baseball. They struggled against the Braves a few weeks ago. You saw how they performed against the Giants. They do have a winning record, but the Giants took 3 or 4 from LA in LA, and then you saw these 2 games, they looked outmatched against the Padres. But I want to talk about specifically today is Julio Urías, and if the Dodgers should be worried about his workload at this point in the season. So Julio's pitched 88 innings before the All-Star break. That's already more than he's thrown in his 5 previous seasons. And on Monday, the Urías was getting Uri chased. You saw him really struggle on Monday against the Padres. He gave up 4 runs before recording an out through 36 pitches to 9 batters. And in his last 5 starts, he's 2-2 with a 6.31 ERA with 25 strikeouts and 10 walks through 25 2/3 innings pitched, and opponents are hitting .317 off him with a .945 OPS. He's given up 6 bombs, 8 doubles, and after the game, Dave Roberts was asked about Julio Urías' recent struggles and if there's something they can pinpoint that to, and if fatigue is starting to be a factor. Here's what he had to say.
No, I really can't. I think that certain starts, I think it's been the fastball command. I don't think that was the case today. I don't really think that there's one particular thing over the last starts that's led to that inflated ERA. I don't see fatigue. I think the stuff is held. Certainly the results, recently haven't kind of mirrored the stuff, in my opinion. So we're monitoring it each outing. But again, I think that the breaking ball, the changeup at times has been very good, and the fastball has been very good, and he's showed velocity. So there's nothing that's really kind of spoke to a shutdown or a skipping of a start or anything like that.
And then Julio talked about his start and why he wasn't very effective against the Padres.
Bueno, pienso que hicieron un buen trabajo ellos, ¿no? Hicieron un buen trabajo, pusieron buenos swings y pues eso fue lo que pasó. La verdad no me sentí con mi staff de la mejor manera hoy y pienso que esa fue la razón.
Yeah, I think I got to give credit to them. I think they made good adjustments and they did a really good job up there. Obviously I didn't feel very good with my stuff tonight, and that's kind of what happened.
So was it a bad start? Is he adjusting to pitching without any sticky stuff, any use of foreign substances whatsoever to get a grip on that baseball? Or is fatigue really becoming a factor? Well, if you look at his first 10 starts, he went 7-1, posted 3.03 ERA, had 70 punch-outs and 70 walks in 62 1/3 innings pitched, and opponents were hitting 196 against him with a 549 OPS. And for a while there, it really looked like he was going to make a run at being an all-star this season. He had the 11 punch-out game on April 20th at Seattle. It was a career high for Julio, and then he flirted with a perfect game against San Francisco on May 23rd where he had 10 strikeouts. So all was going right for Julio Urías, and then of late he's really starting to struggle. In the month of June, he's posting a 5.23 ERA through 20 2/3 innings pitched. Now the good news is if you look at that velo, he averaged 94.5 miles per hour on his heater on Monday night. For this season, he's averaging 94.2 miles per hour. Now, yes, there has been a decline in that spin rate, but on Monday night, the four-seam fastball was only down 65 RPMs. With Julio, the issue was the command. He was missing his spots. He was leaving stuff middle, and they were taking advantage. So to me, he just has to adjust to getting a better grip on that baseball and find a way to hit his spots more consistently. But I think the encouraging news with Julio is that it's not a big spin rate thing. It's not a big velo dip thing. It's just about the command. And yes, he's experiencing some fatigue. I definitely think he is, but I also think he's going to adjust. I think he's going to find a way to get back to giving the Dodgers quality outings. But let's say this continues. What should the Dodgers do? Should they go after guys like Max Scherzer, Sonny Gray, or Matthew Boyd, names like that? Or should they try to build up David Price or Jimmy Nelson? You also have to look at how Tony Gonsolin continues to progress as the Dodgers' fifth starter. So I do think the Dodgers, they're going to be on the market for some arms, whether that be a starting pitcher or relievers at this point. I still think that remains to be seen, but I would not rule that out at this point. You know, with the signing of Trevor Bauer, they're all in on trying to win as many World Series as they can with this group, and I think they might need another starter to pull that off. But let me know down below in the comments, what's your level of concern with Julio Urías at the moment? Mine's at a 6. I want yours down below in the comment section. And yes or no, should the Dodgers trade for a starter or some relief pitcher help or both? I want your takes down below in the comment section. And who are some names you want to see the Dodgers go after? Give me some names and I'll break it down in my next video. So let me know down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. You're going to find it right over there at www.gearup.la. For the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.